Are you tired of feeling tired every single day, or are you ready to discover why your energy disappeared and exactly how to get it back? In the next few minutes, you'll learn the 7 most common reasons seniors lose their energy, and more importantly, the simple, proven solutions that can have you feeling noticeably more energized within just 2 weeks. Pay close attention to reason number 4, because research from Harvard Medical School shows it's the energy drain that 70% of seniors experience, but almost nobody recognizes until it's fixed. Sharon, a 69-year-old from Colorado, spent 2 years convinced her constant exhaustion was just part of getting older until she discovered it wasn't age at all. It was 7 fixable problems her doctor hadn't checked for. Within 3 weeks of addressing just 3 of these issues, she had more energy at 69 than she'd had at 65, proving that feeling tired isn't something you have to accept. Reason 1. Chronic dehydration is draining your energy. The first reason you're exhausted is something so simple that most seniors completely overlook it. You're not drinking nearly enough water throughout the day, and that chronic dehydration is robbing you of energy you didn't even realize you had. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that mild dehydration, losing just 1 to 2% of your body's water, causes significant fatigue. And seniors are particularly vulnerable because the thirst mechanism weakens with age, meaning you don't feel thirsty even when your body desperately needs water. This isn't about dramatic dehydration that sends you to the hospital. This is about the everyday, chronic underhydration that makes you feel tired, foggy, and weak without you connecting those symptoms to something as simple as not drinking enough fluids. If you're drinking less than 6 glasses of water daily, your blood volume drops. Your heart works harder to pump oxygen to your tissues, and every cell in your body slows down its function, creating that heavy, exhausted feeling you've been blaming on age instead of dehydration. When your blood becomes even slightly thicker from lack of water, your cardiovascular system has to work significantly harder to circulate oxygen and nutrients, which means your heart is laboring all day long just to maintain basic function. This constant extra effort translates directly into the fatigue you feel, especially in the afternoon when dehydration typically peaks after hours of inadequate fluid intake throughout your day. Stay dehydrated, and you'll continue feeling tired no matter how much you rest, because fatigue from dehydration doesn't improve with sleep. It only improves with water. Fill a 48-ounce water pitcher every morning and make it your only goal to finish it by bedtime. With no tracking of individual glasses or complicated schedules, just one pitcher that must be empty before you sleep. Carl, 71, from Nevada, set a phone alarm every 2 hours reminding him to drink water, and within 1 week, he stopped needing afternoon naps entirely. Start your water pitcher routine tomorrow morning, because every dehydrated day is a tired day you didn't have to experience, and the solution is sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. Reason 2. Hidden nutrient deficiencies are stealing your vitality. When was the last time your doctor actually tested your vitamin B12, vitamin D, and iron levels? Or are you just assuming they're fine because nobody's mentioned them? According to researchers at Johns Hopkins, up to 20% of adults over 60 are deficient in vitamin B12, which is essential for energy production at the cellular level. And vitamin D deficiency affects nearly 40% of seniors, causing profound fatigue that's often mistaken for normal aging when it's actually a correctable nutritional problem. These aren't minor deficiencies that cause subtle changes. These are significant deficits that fundamentally impair your body's ability to produce energy, affecting everything from your brain function to your muscle strength to your overall vitality throughout every single day. Your body can't produce energy without B12, and it can't absorb B12 as efficiently after age 60 due to reduced stomach acid production, meaning even a healthy diet might not be enough to maintain adequate levels. Vitamin D is crucial for muscle function and cellular energy, and iron carries oxygen to every tissue in your body. Without sufficient levels of these three nutrients, you're essentially asking your body to run on empty and wondering why you feel exhausted all the time. Many seniors eat reasonably well, but still become deficient because absorption decreases with age. Certain common health conditions interfere with nutrient uptake, and dietary sources alone often can't compensate for these age-related changes in how your body processes what you eat. Ignore these deficiencies, and you're fighting an uphill battle against exhaustion that no amount of rest or coffee can fix. Because your cells literally lack the nutrients required to produce energy at the most basic biological level. Schedule a complete nutrient panel blood test with your doctor this month, specifically requesting B12, vitamin D, iron and thyroid levels checked. Then address any deficiencies with your doctor's guidance using appropriate supplementation or dietary changes. Beverly, 67, from Ohio, discovered her vitamin D was critically low, and after supplementation under doctor supervision, her energy returned within 3 weeks. Call your doctor's office today to schedule that blood work because you can't fix deficiencies you don't know about. And the test takes 10 minutes, but could explain months or years of unexplained tiredness. Reason 3. Poor sleep quality is creating daytime exhaustion. The third reason you're constantly tired isn't that you're not sleeping enough hours. It's that the quality of your sleep has dramatically declined without you realizing it, leaving you exhausted despite spending 8 or 9 hours in bed. Sleep researchers at Harvard Medical School report that seniors spend more time in light sleep and less in deep restorative sleep stages, meaning you can sleep 8 hours and wake up feeling like you barely slept at all because your body didn't get the restoration it needed during those hours. Deep sleep is when your body repairs tissue, consolidates memories, and recharges your energy systems. And if you're not reaching those deep sleep stages regularly, you're essentially running on a battery that never fully recharges no matter how long you leave it plugged in. If you're waking up multiple times during the night, snoring loudly enough to disturb your sleep or your partner's, or waking up with headaches or a dry mouth, you might have sleep apnea or other sleep disorders that prevent restorative rest, conditions that become more common after 60 but are highly treatable once properly diagnosed. Sleep apnea causes you to stop breathing repeatedly throughout the night, which fragments your sleep and prevents you from reaching those crucial deep sleep stages. And many people have it for years without realizing it because they don't remember the brief awakenings. Beyond sleep apnea, poor sleep hygiene, bright rooms, warm temperatures, late-night screen time all contribute to lighter, less restorative sleep that leaves you tired the next day, even though you were in bed for plenty of hours. Continue with poor sleep quality, and you'll remain exhausted regardless of how early you go to bed, because tired cells don't repair themselves during interrupted or shallow sleep cycles. Keep your bedroom completely dark and cool, between 65 and 68 degrees. Stop all screen time 2 hours before bed. And if you suspect sleep apnea based on snoring or morning headaches, ask your doctor for a sleep study. Kenneth, 73, from Washington, got diagnosed with sleep apnea through a simple home sleep test and received treatment, resulting in more energy than he'd had in 5 years. Address your sleep quality this week, because every night of poor sleep is robbing tomorrow of energy you deserve, and improving sleep quality often produces noticeable energy improvements within just days. Reason 4. Physical inactivity is paradoxically causing more fatigue. Does it sound backwards that the less you move, the more tired you feel? Yet that's exactly what's happening to your body right now, and it's the surprising energy drain that most seniors don't recognize. This is the counterintuitive finding Harvard Medical School research highlights. Sedentary seniors experience 65% more fatigue than active seniors because inactivity weakens your heart's efficiency, reduces oxygen circulation throughout your body, and signals your system to conserve energy by making you feel tired. Your body is remarkably adaptive, and when you spend most of your time sitting or lying down, It adapts by reducing its capacity for activity, which creates a vicious cycle where you feel too tired to move, so you rest more, which makes you even more tired the next day. When you sit most of the day, your cardiovascular system becomes less efficient at delivering oxygen to tissues, your muscles weaken and require more effort for basic tasks, and your body interprets this declining capacity as a signal that you need more rest, creating that paradoxical situation where resting actually makes you more tired instead of more energized. Every day you spend mostly sedentary, your aerobic capacity decreases slightly, your muscle strength diminishes, and your body becomes less capable of generating energy efficiently. Within weeks of inactivity, you can lose enough cardiovascular fitness and muscle strength that activities that used to feel easy now feel exhausting, and you mistakenly attribute this to age when it's actually deconditioning from lack of movement. Stay inactive thinking you're conserving energy, and you'll continue feeling exhausted because your body is becoming less capable of producing energy with every sedentary day that passes. Walk for just 10 minutes after each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which totals 30 minutes daily and is proven to significantly boost energy levels within 2 weeks of consistent practice. Diane, 70, from Illinois, forced herself to walk 10 minutes 3 times daily despite feeling tired, and by week 2 felt energized enough to increase her walks to 15 minutes each. Take your first 10-minute walk today right after your next meal, because movement creates energy rather than depleting it, and you'll feel the difference faster than you expect. Reason 5. Social isolation and lack of purpose are draining mental energy. The fifth energy thief isn't physical at all. It's the mental and emotional exhaustion that comes from social isolation and losing your sense of purpose in daily life, which manifests as physical tiredness even though nothing physically demanding has happened. Studies from the CDC demonstrate that socially isolated seniors report fatigue levels 50% higher than socially engaged seniors, and those without daily purpose or meaningful activities experience what researchers call existential fatigue, tiredness that comes from emotional emptiness rather than physical exertion. Your brain and body are interconnected in ways that mean emotional and mental states directly affect your physical energy levels. And when your brain perceives life as empty, purposeless, or disconnected from others, it conserves energy because it sees no reason to maintain high functioning. When every day looks the same, with nothing to look forward to and nobody expecting anything from you, your brain reduces energy output because it perceives no reason to stay alert and energized, essentially shifting into an energy conservation mode triggered by lack of stimulation and meaningful connection. Humans are social creatures who thrive on purpose, contribution, and connection, and when those elements disappear from daily life, the result is often profound fatigue that feels physical but originates from mental and emotional emptiness. You might sleep adequately, eat well, and have no physical health problems, yet still feel exhausted every day simply because your life lacks the meaning and connection that give your brain reasons to keep you energized and engaged. Remain isolated without purpose, and you'll feel increasingly tired despite doing nothing physically demanding, because mental and emotional depletion manifests as physical exhaustion that rest alone cannot fix. Commit to one social activity weekly and one purposeful task daily. Volunteer somewhere, call a friend regularly, tend a garden, teach someone something you know, giving your brain concrete reasons to stay energized and engaged. Russell, 68, from Georgia, started volunteering 2 mornings weekly at a local food bank and noticed his afternoon fatigue disappeared because his mornings now had meaning and social connection. Schedule your first social activity or purposeful task for this week, because purpose fuels energy more powerfully than most people realize, and the difference in how you feel can be dramatic. Reason 6. Medication, side effects are causing unrecognized fatigue. Have you ever asked your doctor if any of your current medications could be causing or worsening your fatigue? Or did you just assume tiredness is unrelated to the pills you take every day? According to geriatric specialists at Johns Hopkins, many common medications prescribed to seniors, including certain blood pressure medications, antihistamines, antidepressants, and others, list fatigue as a primary side effect, and taking multiple medications compounds this problem exponentially through interactions that create additional tiredness beyond what any single medication would cause. The more medications you take simultaneously, the higher your risk of experiencing drug interactions and cumulative side effects that include profound tiredness, and many seniors are on 5 or more prescriptions without realizing how they're interacting with each other to drain energy throughout the day. Each medication you take affects your body in specific ways, and when you combine multiple medications, those effects don't simply add together. They interact in complex ways that can amplify side effects, including fatigue. Some medications slow your heart rate, others affect your blood pressure in ways that reduce circulation. Still others interfere with sleep quality or nutrient absorption, and when taken together, the cumulative effect on your energy can be substantial, even though each individual medication seems necessary for specific health conditions. Many doctors prescribe medications to address immediate health concerns without fully considering the energy-draining side effects or exploring whether alternative medications with fewer fatigue-related effects might work equally well for your particular situation. Continue taking medications without questioning their fatigue effects, and you might be treating your tiredness as a separate problem when it's actually being caused by the very medications meant to help your other health conditions. Schedule a medication review appointment with your doctor specifically to discuss whether any of your prescriptions could be causing fatigue and if alternatives exist, bringing a complete list of all medications, including over-the-counter ones and supplements. Gloria, 72, from Arizona, discovered one of her blood pressure medications was causing severe fatigue, switched to an alternative with her doctor's guidance, and her energy returned within days. Call your doctor this week for a medication review because you deserve to know if your pills are stealing your energy, and alternative medications often exist that treat the same conditions with fewer side effects. Reason 7. Undiagnosed medical conditions are silently depleting energy. The final reason for your persistent exhaustion could be an underlying medical condition that hasn't been diagnosed yet, and fatigue is often the first and only symptom for months before other signs appear. Research from the Mayo Clinic identifies several conditions common in seniors that present primarily as fatigue: thyroid disorders, anemia, diabetes, heart conditions, sleep apnea, and chronic inflammation. All conditions that worsen significantly when ignored, but respond well to treatment when caught early through proper testing and diagnosis. These conditions don't announce themselves with obvious symptoms initially. They start with vague, easily dismissed tiredness that you attribute to age or stress, and by the time more specific symptoms appear, the condition has often progressed to a more serious stage that requires more aggressive treatment. An underactive thyroid can slow your entire metabolism, causing overwhelming fatigue as every system in your body operates below optimal levels. Anemia means insufficient oxygen reaches your tissues, making everything from walking to thinking exhausting because your cells aren't getting what they need. Undiagnosed diabetes causes energy crashes throughout the day as your blood sugar fluctuates wildly, and undetected heart conditions mean your cardiovascular system can't efficiently circulate blood and oxygen. None of these conditions are obvious without proper testing, and all of them become progressively harder to treat the longer they go undiagnosed, while you suffer through months or years of exhaustion you attribute to normal aging. Ignore persistent fatigue, assuming it's just age, and you might be missing a treatable condition that will only worsen with time and potentially cause serious complications down the road that could have been prevented. If you've been tired for more than a month, despite trying basic solutions like better hydration and more sleep, insist on comprehensive testing, including a complete thyroid panel, complete blood count, fasting blood sugar, and a thorough physical examination. Howard, 74, from Texas, discovered hypothyroidism after 6 months of exhaustion, and proper treatment under medical supervision restored his energy completely within 8 weeks. Schedule a comprehensive checkup this month because underlying conditions don't improve by ignoring them. They only progress and worsen, and early detection makes treatment dramatically more effective. These 7 reasons: chronic dehydration, nutrient deficiencies, poor sleep quality, physical inactivity, social isolation, medication side effects, and undiagnosed medical conditions, explain why most seniors feel constantly tired, and more importantly, they're all addressable with specific proven solutions that work. You don't have to accept exhaustion as your new normal or resign yourself to feeling tired for the rest of your life, because thousands of seniors have reclaimed their energy by systematically addressing these 7 factors. Start with the easiest changes, like increasing water intake and taking daily walks while scheduling medical appointments to investigate the more complex factors. And within weeks, you'll likely notice real improvements that prove feeling tired isn't something you simply have to live with as you age. Leave a comment telling us which of these 7 reasons you think is stealing your energy, or if you've already fixed one of them, share what worked so other seniors can learn from your experience and apply your solutions to their own situations. Hit that like button and subscribe for more practical health solutions specifically designed for people over 60 who refuse to accept decline as inevitable. And share this video with any senior friend or family member who's constantly tired, because these 7 proven reasons and solutions could completely change their daily experience and quality of life. Which solution will you implement first?